How is it going, everybody? This is Sean Barnes. I want to welcome you to episode 63 of The Way of the Wolf. Today I am not in the studio. I have the beach in the background, using a little bit of a different recording setup, playing with some new microphones. Not sure how the audio quality is going to come out, but we'll see. The topic of the show today is going to be about the importance of taking time off, using that vacation time that you've worked so hard to earn over the years. This is something that I've struggled with, especially early on in my career, where I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week on a regular basis, never using all of my vacation time. I was thinking, this is the only way I can succeed. This is the only way I can climb that corporate ladder. Funnily enough, some of my peers, it was kind of frustrating. Some of my peers would actually take all their time off. They were only clocking in 35 to 40 hours a week. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh man, they're lazy AF. How on earth are they progressing in their career? Oh, well, it's got to be politics. Oh, well, they're buddies with the big boss. While that is true on occasion, that's not always the case. Sometimes whenever you take this time off, it allows you to mentally unplug and relax and actually move forward and solve some of the problems and challenges that come up and that we all deal with in our careers. This is especially challenging for Americans. We're known as the no vacation nation, which I've worked for corporations in the past where we had a global presence. And again, I struggled with thinking, oh man, these Canadians, these Europeans, they never work. How do they get anything done? And yes, in the States, there's kind of this entrepreneurial spirit, and it's ingrained in us as we grow up that to be successful, you got to work hard. And that's a good thing. But I've also come to realize in recent years that life has to be about balance. It can't always be all work all the time. There are a very small few people that can actually do that on a sustained basis. And I know I've talked about this before, where Elon Musk, I mean, he openly talks about working 16, 17 hours a day, 7 days a week for years on end. Now, he's the richest man in the world. He's very intrinsically driven, but we're not all built that way. And it's important to be aware of that. All in all, time off is essential to our well-being, sustained productivity, and high performance. So on the show today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about a few reasons why you should start planning your next vacation or your next getaway. First, vacation time increases mindfulness. It makes you more present and stimulated in that moment because you're breaking down your normal routines. When we go to work, we have these stressors, we have these anxiety, and it's this cycle. Every single day dealing with the same people, the same stressors, the same frustration. We kind of get on cruise control. When you take time off, you're decreasing that familiarity and you're taking yourself out of that autopilot. It allows you to be more engaged in the moment when you're taking time off at the beach, going for runs on the beach with a dog, or getting away with the family. These are all things that are very important. Now, an interesting note, studies have shown that meditation and vacation have overlapping effects on one another. So if you don't have the ability to check out and take some time off, start looking into start looking into meditation. That's something that could potentially help you out, kind of ease your mind and help bring clarity. Another big one is how taking time off or vacations can improve heart health. It reduces the risk of metabolic syndrome, which is high blood pressure, blood sugar, excess belly fat, all of those things. I mean, they're kind of associated with stress. Unplugging, forcing yourself to unplug and take that time off can help reduce those risks. Stress also raises risk of heart disease and stroke and type 2 diabetes, all bad things. Shouldn't have to elaborate on that, but those are bad. Whenever I was researching for this episode, I came across a 9-year study following about 12,000 men, and in summary, it pointed out that those that took vacations are less likely to die from any cause. Okay, well, I'd like to see a little bit more detail on that, but I did find that fairly interesting. So if you don't want to die, try to take more time off. Reducing stress is another reason, and it's a big one. Stress raises our hormone levels, cortisol, adrenaline. These hormones are good in a fight or flight type scenario, but for sustained periods of time, it can create lasting damage on your body. Not a good thing. Also, when you consider the stressors at work, there's people, activity, and just some environments. They can be detrimental to our health, just that constant barrage of negativity and anxiety and things that can go wrong. If you never force yourself to take a break, you're subjecting yourself willingly to all of these things. Not good. Not good at all. Special note on this one. I've seen some research that shows as little as if you spend an hour to a week in natural environments, if you don't have a beach close to you, go for a walk. If you live in a wooded area or even like downtown Houston, there's Memorial Park. Just go somewhere where you can be in nature. And I've found over the years, as much as I don't like running, when I do force myself to run, it helps bring clarity. I'm able to process through all of my thoughts, which is a good segue into my next talking point. Boost brain power. Time off improves our ability or our capacity to learn. Because when the brain is completely relaxed, it consolidates knowledge and brain power. This is when you have those aha moments. You always hear people talk about, oh, well, I was in the shower and thought of this. Well, that's why. All right. Finally, improving sleep. Oh man, I struggle with sleep so much. It is very difficult. And I hadn't even thought about it in terms of the stressors and challenges associated with sleep when you can't turn your mind off. That's the big struggle that I have. I'll lay in bed at night and think, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this. And I have found that keeping a notepad by my bed and just making notes helps kind of offload that topic off of my mind and does help me get some rest. But I've been down here for a few days now. The first night I didn't sleep well at all just because I don't sleep well in beds that aren't my own. But last night I slept fantastic. It was a great night's sleep. I feel great this morning. Woke up refreshed, charged up, ready to shoot this video. All right, in summary, there's a few reasons why you want to force yourself to take vacation. Increase mindfulness, improves heart health, reduces stress, boosts brain power, we all want that, and improves sleep. What are you waiting for? Use the time off that you've got. Go a weekend getaway. That's all I've done is just taken a few days to spend down here on the beach. I feel fantastic. I'm not quite ready to go back to work just yet, but I think that had I spent one more day, I would have been ready to go full bore, all in to start getting things done. Put the guilt aside. Use the time you've got. Don't waste it. It's not worth it. Take the time. All right, for those of you watching this on the YouTube channel, I'm actually going to do a quick time lapse of a sunrise from this morning. So you get to see that at the beginning or the end. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but go check out the channel, youtube.thewayofthewolf.com. Please subscribe, like, and share. I'm trying to get my followers up, and y'all have a good one.